Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين أما بعد في أي في أي in which أشواط الطواف in which of the circles or laps or rounds of the tawaf يكون فيه الرمل does this walking briskly take place? Which of the rounds does it take place? Al-Hadith al-Tasi wal-Ishrun ba'da miyatain, the 229th Hadith, and Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhuma qal, on the authority of Abdullah ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with both of them, who said, رأيت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم حين يقدم مكة. I saw Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam hina, when yaqdamu, he approached Mecca. إذ استلم الركن الأسود, when he istalama, basically to touch, form 8 of Sin Lam Mim, to touch, الركن الأسود, he touched the black corner, meaning the corner where the black stone is. أول ما يطوف, in the beginning of when he was making tawaf, أول ما يطوف, the first thing he did when he was making tawaf, يخب, coming from kha ba, يخب, meaning he would jog or trot, ثلاثة أشواط, the first 3 rounds or laps. يخب, here he says, this, what does this mean? يرمل, وهو الإسراع في المشي, it is walking quickly and walking quickly, مع تقرب الخطى, while making the footsteps close to each other. تقرب, bringing them close, الخطى, the خطى ألف مكسورة, the footsteps, bringing them closer. Not making big strides, having close strides. This is the meaning of yarmulu or yakhub. The next hadith inside this same section here, ما حكم الطواف على البعير. What is the ruling of making tawaf on a camel? Al-Hadith al-Thalathun ba'da miyatain, 230, on Abdullah ibn Abbas and radiallahu anhuma qal, on the authority of Abdullah ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him, who said, طاف النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم في حجة الوداع. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم made tawaf, and he went around the Kaaba in the farewell pilgrimage, في حجة الوداع, in the Hajj of al-Wada, of saying goodbye, على بعير, on a camel. يستلم الركن, he used to touch the rukn, meaning the black stone, بمهجن, meaning with his staff or his stick. بمهجن, it is his staff or his stick. And then another hadith still inside of this, ما وحكم استلام أركان الكعبة, the ruling of touching the corners of the Kaaba. Al-Hadith al-Wahid wa-Thalathun ba'da miyatain, the 231st Hadith, and Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhuma qal, on the authority of Abdullah ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with both of them, who said, لم أرى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, I did not see the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم يستلم من البيت, touching from the house, meaning touching anything from the Kaaba, إلا الركنين اليمانيين, except for the 2 Yemeni pillars, meaning Rukn Yamani, the one before the black, where the corner where the black stone is, and the black stone. That's the only 2 he touched. من فوائد وأحكام الحديث, from the virtues, benefits, and rulings of the hadith. أولا, firstly, مشروعية Ramli, the legislation of this ramal, fast walking. Fil ashwati thalathati al-ula, in the first three rounds or laps, min tawafi, from making tawaf. أول ما يقدم as soon as he comes. وهو الإسراع قليلا, and that is to walk fastly, a little bit fast. ثانيا, secondly, مشروعية استلام, the legislation of touching الحجر الأسود, the black stone. ثالثا, thirdly, جواز الطواف, the permissible of making tawaf راكبا, riding. للحاجة, due to a need. أو المصلحة, مصلحتي, or due to some benefit, such as the Prophet ﷺ wanting to show the people what he was doing. رابعا, fourthly, مشروعية استلام الحجر الأسود بالعصا, the permissibility of the legislation of touching the black stone with your stick, your cane. ونحوه, and similar to it. إذا لم يتمكن بيده, if a person is not able to do so, يتمكن, if he's not capable of doing that with his hand. ولم يؤذي أحدا, and he doesn't harm anyone by putting the stick out. خامسا, fifthly, كمال خلق النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, the perfection of the Prophet's character. وشفقته, and the perfection of his compassion. على أمته, upon his nation. سادسا, sixthly, جواز إدخال الحيوان الطاهر, the permissibility of entering pure animals إلى المسجد, into the masjid. إذا لم يؤذي بذلك, if they're not harming anyone by doing so. We also see طهارة بول البعير وروثه. We also see the purity of the urine of the camel and its defecation, because he entered into the Kaaba, and if it did that, he was not allowed to bring najis not into the Kaaba, but into the masjid. You're not allowed to bring najis into the masjid. And the Prophet ﷺ brought the camel into the masjid, and no one's going to urinate or defecate, or we know that it has a great chance of doing so. So it shows that these things are permissible and that they're pure. Sabian, seventhly, أنه لا يشرع, that it is not legislated, استلام شيء, to touch anything, من أركان الكعبة, from the pillars of the Kaaba, the corners of the Kaaba, أو جدرانها, or its walls. سواء, other than الركنين اليمانيين, other than the two Yemeni corners, meaning the Rukn Yamani and the Rukn where the Hajr al-Aswad is. هذا والله تعالى أعلم وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.